What's up, guys? I'm Casual Mancer, and this is Secret of Mana. And I'm currently playing it on an emulator because I don't have my Super Nintendo hooked up. This is by far my most favorite game from the olden days, anyway. So let's jump right into it. I think we'll start a new game. Yeah, so the main character is called Randy, I think. I'm not a huge fan of the name, actually. I'm just gonna go with Jack. I don't know, for some reason I always called him Jack. Let's call him Jack. There we go. So this story is basically the same through all of the Secret of Mana iterations. Dawn of Mana, Legend of Mana. And it tells of a god beast, or in this case just a mana beast, sent forth by the gods to destroy the fortress because humans have been abusing the power. And as you can see, these are the remnants of that battle. You can see the mana tree over there. History repeats. So immediately what I liked about this game is the way that it sets it up. So first you have a narrative that shows you the way, and then you have this like panned out view that shows you where you are and which character you are. And immediately that really spoke to me. And also something, because at the time this is like a Super Nintendo game, so at the time these graphics are really pretty high up there, as well as the animations. This is actually a spin-off of like Final Fantasy and those games, and it has some similarities, but it's definitely its own game, which is really cool, actually. So even stuff like this, where it's like the color scheme itself is awesome. You have like these areas that you just want to explore simply because of the vivid colors and the way everything looks and feels. And even like animating this small piece of grass just elevates it. Also, the fact that you get to name your character, to me, speaks to the way they thought about this. Like, they really wanted you to feel for the character. So this is actually a fun part. My dad, I like played this when I was 6 or something, and I didn't speak English at the time, or was able to read English at the time. And if you go like this, and then you go back, I was like, what? I can't get through. And it just keeps repeating the dialogue. I'm like, what? Nothing is happening. How do I get through here? I'm just an idiot, because I could have gotten through just like that. I was like, Dad, this game's broke. No, it turns out you're just an idiot. That's funny though, as a 6-year-old not able to read English really made these games even harder than they had to be. On the plus side, I should be able to play this game even without needing any help, because I figured it out when I was like 6, 7, together with my friends. So I actually thought this looked like a sword, but apparently it's like a ghost. I thought that was weird at the time. Anyway, like these animations, those are great, and the way that you're thrown into the story, I thought it was very reminiscent of like a Disney movie or something like that. Brilliant light is gone in an instant. I have to get back. Very pragmatic. Now I have a sword, now I can cut through. Yes. So, unlike other Squaresoft titles at the time who used a lot of battle systems, turn-based battle systems. This one actually uses live action, and you're able to hit at all times. As you can see on the bottom side, though, there are constraints, obviously, otherwise it'd be too easy. So, see, you can see the meter start running. When it reaches 100%, your hits will be more effective. I'll show you actually, hold on. So that one hit for 18, and then that one only hit for 2. It was enough to kill the guy, but see, that one only hit for 2 as well because I hit it too early. Oh, well, I opened the chest there. That's another cool part about this game, actually, is that these chests in the early areas, they don't contain anything bad because the player is still getting into the game, adjusting and finding his way, which is actually really cool when you think about it. Not to punish people straight away for it, because you'll drive them away. I'm just gonna make my way to the village, which is up ahead. And the same goes here, even though these enemies aren't that hard. I mean, they're not meant to be hard. When you're playing this the very first time, though, you might get hit. They won't hit that hard. Let's see if I can actually get hit. Let's do this. See, so they only hit for 4, and you dodge half of the attacks. I dodged the second one there. So, it's cool, though. It's cool that they have different attack animations. It's cool that they have different skills. Some of them use magic. Not these ones yet, but this is another cool feature. My sword is able to level up in the sense that, see, the bar changes, and now I have a different attack animation, which does a lot more damage, actually. It's another cool feature. You'll have to charge every time you want to use that, though. But I'm going to show you a neat little glitch once we get a bit further into this playthrough. Oh, well, that wasn't supposed to happen. So, same as all Nintendo games, it does have its bugs. And, oh wow, I whacked all 3 of them. But anyway, what I was going to say is that each weapon can level up, and you'll need orbs to level them up, but I think it's really neat. Like, these are the early games, which games like Dark Souls or other famous RPGs have built off. And when you look at it, there's really a lot of elements in these newer RPGs that derived from old school RPGs like Final Fantasy, Secret of Mana, and other ones. So really, Nintendo really set a precedent when they made these games, or Squaresoft, whichever way you look at it. Another cool thing, and I thought this was cool, I don't know why, like I wasn't able to read the dialogue, but I thought it was really cool that all of these villagers actually have dialogue, and some even have multiple dialogue thingies. Obviously, if you've exhausted the dialogue, it'll just keep repeating, but it's pretty cool. I'm gonna save over my old game because I actually wanted to show you guys this game, but I was so excited I started ahead already anyway. So yeah, I'm just gonna move ahead, and this is really where the narrative picks up. So what happened is you picked up the sword, you made your way back to the village, and they're happy to see you. Well, maybe not. Thought they were happy to see me. Guess not then. Did you find the treasure? Yeah, way to go, now you're awesome. And then it's like, what? It's the mana sword? And that makes it really epic as well. Like, you're the one guy who pulled out the mana sword, even though you shouldn't have, but it'll be more on that later. There we go. You did it. No, it's your fault. I don't know why this kid is beating him up, though. It's like, what? Even though the monsters are coming. Earthquake. And now watch this. This is like a full 360 on this dude. Hey monster, you have a sword? Yeah, dude. Oh shit. And then he just cowers, like what the hell, man? So anyway, this boss is actually pretty cool. I'm gonna show you this. See? If you get far away from him, it'll actually hurt more. It'll continually attack you, whereas if you stay somewhat close, he'll do his... yeah, he'll do that one, and it won't hurt as much. Anyway, if I go over here, watch this. He's gonna throw his scythe. If I were to dodge that, he might have actually used his magic, which he did right now, so that's his first magic attack, which is pretty good. I actually mean to die here, guys. I'm a noob, but yeah, I mean to die. So watch this. This is really cool. I thought it was really cool. So you're a noob, right? You don't know this game yet. You're completely new to this type of game. And then they give you some backup, and they revive you during a fight. This is the only fight where this will happen, though, but yeah, I thought it was really cool, just to have some backup at least, and be able to fight again. So there's no way you could lose this battle, technically, but the idea is that it really eases players into the game, and I thought that was a really nice addition. Not saying this game is particularly hard, but yeah, it does have a few sly enemies. Death animation was pretty cool as well. Each of the bosses share a similar death animation. Pretty cool to see. Way to go! Yeah, team! Got the Swords Orb. So, now that I have that Swords Orb, I'll be able to upgrade my sword once I reach the Blacksmith, which is pretty awesome. So this kid is still running scared. Gemma, the knight on the left, is actually going to commend us. Pulled up by a knight, times of great trouble, yeah. Well, you know, shit happens. So immediately the hero is like, well, I'll give you the sword. And he's like, nope, can't do that. Sage Luca. She's been protecting, yeah. Could have used her protection right there, but I guess you were there, so it's fine, Gemma. Elder wants you in his house. That's... Okay, man. Take care. So, you mentioned the Water Palace, and that is actually where I'll be going shortly. The idea is that if you read the dialogue in this game, it's actually fairly straightforward where you need to go most of the times. But obviously, when I was a 6-year-old, I couldn't read the dialogue, and I was just going everywhere. And that's the beauty of these games as well. Even though they're pretty much open world, they are also kind of a sandbox in the sense that you only have like 2, 3, maybe 4 options to go to. Especially early on in the game. Later on in the game, you get to go mostly anywhere. And yeah, that allows you to really explore the game, even though you can't understand it. So the villagers have all gathered, and I thought this was nice as well, is that even parts of the room are animated. I know it might seem crazy, but at the time I thought it was really nice, especially when you compare it to games like Lufia or, I don't know, just other RPGs. Like, they didn't always bother with the fancy animations. I know this is one of the games that really was really big as well, like it's big on the download. Simply because it has a lot of info in it. 50 GP, that's nice, even though in a bit we'll get a glitch that we won't need it anymore. One of the things that struck me is that some of these things look similar to Terra Enigma, and obviously they're designed by the same company, so you could expect that, but like they sometimes blatantly use the same sprites, which is obviously not done nowadays in gaming. Also the music, I mean, at first you're like, yeah, you achieve victory, and then it's like, well, you're getting kicked out, and music picks up on that. I thought that was awesome at the time as well. I really love the soundtrack, actually, to this game. Find my mother. Who knows? I don't. But yeah, this, if for example you like Game Boy Advanced or any Game Boy RPGs, then definitely pick this one up as well and play it on an emulator or whatever. It's one of the best games out there. Have everything you need? Well, let's say no. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, he's not very friendly, but at least he gives you a chance. Why, thank you. Good thing I got to keep the sword though. That's nice. So this is pretty cool as well. Canon Travel Center. And I don't think I'm able to use it just yet. I don't know, maybe I am. building a global network, going to the water palace. Oh, he paid for your way too. So this is like fast travel 101. You get to skip parts of certain areas because you hop into a cannon, and sometimes you even cross like entire barriers that you wouldn't be able to go across regularly by walking, and you definitely need the cannon service. And you get to have the aerial view again, which is awesome. And this as well, like, it actually looks like a palace as well. Like, watch this. So we had a small rectangle with a bridge going towards it, and this is actually going to be that bridge as well. So anyway, I'm going to talk to this guy because he's important as well. Came from Pandora, fight the witch. It's nice. We need a whip to go through the shortcut. And see, this is why I love this game as well. If you pay attention to the dialogue, it really helps you out. We need a whip to go through the shortcut. And you'll see this later on, that you actually, if you get the whip, you'll be able to use the shortcut to get away from there. And it's just awesome to have such features. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you had fun. If you did, hit the subscribe button. Or click on the annotation to view the next part.